The 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom is here, and it's bringing a fresh yet familiar attitude to the middleweight cruiser scene. If you're someone who appreciates classic cruiser styling mixed with a modern twist, you might want to stick around because this bike delivers that and then some. For 2025, Honda didn't reinvent the wheel, but they've fine-tuned the Phantom in all their right ways. It keeps its low-slung, muscular stance and iconic silhouette, but introduces subtle changes that improve its road presence, comfort, and overall attitude. Right off the bat, when you see the 2025 Shadow Phantom, it makes an impression. The front end still rocks that retro bobber aesthetic, but it now has a slightly more aggressive edge. The large, round headlight housed in a matte black bucket gives it an old-school vibe, but the LED lighting tech adds a layer of modern function. The front fender is chopped just right, exposing more of the beefy tire, while the fork gaiters give it the rugged, throwback look you'd expect from a true cruiser. The new matte paint finishes, especially in the stealthy deep gray and jet black color options, highlight the curves and shadows of the bodywork in a way that's both understated and bold. From the side, you get to appreciate the Shadow Phantom's classic proportions. The low seat height, just under 26 inches, emphasizes its approachable and grounded design. Honda kept that stretched fuel tank, now with a more sculpted feel, which adds to the bike's visual length. The frame and side covers are all finished in blacked-out textures, enhancing the overall sinister appeal. The twin exhaust pipes on the right side sweep back with a slight upward angle, finished in black chrome, keeping the look clean and minimal. The cast aluminum wheels feature a new design for 2025, giving off a slightly more modern vibe without losing their cruiser roots. And those fat tires, a 120 up front and 160 at the back, give the bike a solid, planted stance whether it's parked or rolling. As you walk to the back of the bike, you'll notice Honda's refined touches continue here. The rear fender has been reworked slightly for a tighter, more compact profile. The taillight remains a minimalist affair, mounted just beneath the seat line, with integrated turn signals that maintain the clean aesthetic. The license plate bracket is now tucked in closer, improving the overall flow of the rear. The dual shocks, also blacked out, blend into the rear wheel area almost seamlessly. And while it doesn't scream for attention, the rear of the Phantom feels just as carefully designed as the rest of the bike, with symmetry and simplicity working hand in hand. Throwing a leg over the 2025 Shadow Phantom is an experience cruiser fans will appreciate. The seat is wide and well padded, offering solid support for both short hops and longer rides. Honda has slightly revised the seat materials for a more premium texture and improved grip. The riding position is relaxed but confident. The foot pegs are slightly forward, the handlebars are wide but not overly stretched, and the upright seating posture keeps fatigue at bay. The instrument cluster is a single, round digital unit mounted directly in the rider's line of sight, showing you speed, trip meters, fuel level, and a clock. It's minimal, but that's what cruiser fans tend to prefer. Less tech distraction, more road connection. Storage is, as expected, minimal, but you can add a few accessories if needed. The Phantom isn't just about style, it's got the heart of a true cruiser. Powering it is the same tried and true 745cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine, tuned for smooth torque and reliability. With around 44 horsepower and 47 pounds-to-feet of torque, this isn't a drag strip demona, but that's not the point. What you get is smooth, predictable acceleration and a generous mid-range punch that makes city riding and backroad cruising a joy. The 5-speed transmission shifts cleanly and has that satisfying mechanical feel. Honda's shaft drive continues to be a standout here. Silent, low maintenance, and perfect for riders who just want to ride without fussing with chains or belts. Handling is another area where the Shadow Phantom excels. Thanks to a low center of gravity and a curb weight around 550 pounds, the bike feels well balanced at low speeds and surprisingly nimble in corners. The suspension has been tuned slightly for 2025, offering a firmer, more planted ride without compromising comfort. Up front, there's a 41mm fork with just under 5 inches of travel, while the twin rear shocks offer preload adjustability to suit different rider weights and cargo. Braking is handled by a single front disc and rear drum setup, which might sound outdated, but in practice, it works fine for this class of cruiser. You get ABS as standard now, which is a great addition for confidence and safety. When it comes to fuel economy, the Shadow Phantom is efficient. You can expect around 55 miles per gallon, give or take, depending on your riding style. With a 3.7-gallon fuel tank, you're looking at over 200 miles of range on a full tank, making it a practical choice for weekend trips or daily commutes. Now let's talk about price. The 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom starts at around $8,399. Which places it firmly in the mid-range cruiser segment. Considering the level of refinement, the timeless design, and Honda's legendary reliability, it's a strong value proposition. There are a few accessories available from Honda as well as windshields, saddlebags, backrests that allow you to personalize the Phantom to suit your style or touring needs. Compared to competitors in the same displacement category, the Phantom offers a compelling mix of affordability, performance, and style. So what's the verdict on the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom? It's not a radical departure from previous models, but it doesn't need to be. This bike knows what it is: a modern bobber-inspired cruiser that respects its roots while keeping pace with what today's riders want. It's got just enough attitude to stand out, but it's approachable enough for new and intermediate riders. Whether you're looking for a dependable daily machine or a weekend cruiser with classic charm, the Shadow Phantom remains one of the best picks in the game. And that wraps up this detailed look at the 2025 Honda Shadow Phantom. If you found this review helpful, make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments, would you ride the Phantom? Or do you have your eye on another cruiser this year? Thanks for watching, and ride safe out there. See you in the next one.